What's going on, everybody? I am Graydon Bunn from the Stickers and Scuffs podcast. We're hoping that everybody's having a great Saturday here at Motorama. We're joined by the Sauble Speedway contingent here. Brady Cox, owner and driver of the 24 car that we have sitting in front of us. Brad Holmes, general manager, Sauble Speedway, and Tanner Holmes, driver of the number 5 in the new steel body division. So let's start there. Tanner, what do you think about having the steel bodies coming to Sauble this year?
Man, I'm really excited. Obviously, I've had the car for a few years now, and I've been pushing my brother to try and start that division. And until it made sense, I understand why he didn't. But I'm excited to see something new at the track, and hopefully they've always had a strong showing everywhere they went, whether it be Sunset, Varney, or wherever, the Oscar Tour, everything. So they usually put on a good show. It's good racing, it's respectful racing, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
We're going to skip Brad and go to Brady here to talk about bone stocks. Bone stocks, it's been one of the major focal points at Sauble in the last few years. Good for us. But what's it mean to you, Brady, to run there again this year and with a brand new car that looks like that?
Running at Sauble is like racing with family, really. It's a super great
dysfunctional family, right?
Dysfunctional family for sure, but the community is just awesome. It's no matter if you have a good night or a bad night, like you're always going to walk away with a smile, and to be going there again and representing Sauble here is it's a good feeling. I'm excited.
It's pretty cool to have these cars where everybody can kind of see they look fast sitting still here, and these things are going to be fast on the track here starting May 31st, right, Brad?
May 30th.
30th, right.
There's that dysfunctional family part coming in.
Yeah. So as the GM, Brad, you're introducing a new series, new division this year on top of stuff that obviously works very well for the track. So what's the overall assessment of things so far this year?
Yeah, it's like Tanner said, it had to be a time that made sense. I've been bugged about hot rods pretty much ever since I got here. But at the time, there just wasn't anything that I saw working out. And then obviously, some things went on last year where it just made too much sense. So excited to have them. They're definitely, one of the coolest looking divisions in all of Ontario, in my opinion. You get a wide array of bodies and a wide array of cars, and it's just overall cool. And obviously, Tanner in my ear definitely helped. But no, I'm excited to have them. I think it's going to be really good, and we're working very closely with Oscar and everybody, Dave, everybody over there, to just make sure that both fields can thrive, which was a big thing for me. I didn't want to start something where I was going to be stepping on somebody else's toes. And Dave, I've known Dave a long time, so working together was never an issue. And luckily, we got 2 great schedules that work in conjunction with each other, and it's going to be a really cool year.
Yeah, and that, as you said. I know that was something that you were very adamant about, was not stepping on competitors' toes and everybody trying to toe the rope in the same direction and everything. And now you got kind of a catchy name to it too. Like, so the curb appeal's there, and obviously you said having your brother in your ear kind of helped, but it's obviously, like you said, you don't want to make a knee-jerk decision early in your tenure as the general manager. You kind of got the lay of the land, found out what worked, and made room as needed and when the situation presented itself. So I think that looks good on you, if I can say that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I can't take credit for the name. That was actually a Kevin Finley name. He when he was bugging me about it at the beginning of the year last year, he said that pretty much that phrase, Sauble Steel Bodies, to me, and it really stuck with me. And when we made the decision to do it, I texted Kevin and I'm like, I'm stealing your name, and I'll give you credit every chance I get, but I'm using it. But
I'm sure he's loving that.
He I don't even think he wants credit for it, but no, he's the guy who gave me the name. But like you said, it was a year or two of just kind of seeing the lay of the land and figuring out what was going to work and what was not, and it boiled down to a strike while the iron was hot, and I had gotten enough text messages and phone calls about it that I had to do it. It was kind of the right time to pull the trigger.
Yeah. And Tanner, you're in the steel body division, obviously, but you're my co-driver. You're the solo driver of the 81 bone stock this year. So what's your season look like? Are you going full out in the steel bodies?
I think it'll probably be pretty limited for the steel body. I'm only really planning maybe 4 or 5 races. and then running a full-time season with CGC in the 81 car. Just so much. You can only do so much racing in one summer, right? You got to have a life outside of it too. So
Yeah.
it's probably do quite a bit of double duty is kind of the goal. So nice that Bone Stocks and Steel Bodies together. You'll probably see it there. And other than that, yeah, just a few races. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere with it, just Sauble. So that's about it for the Steel Body anyways.
Brady, you've done a bit of touring as a driver. Are you sticking close to Sauble this year? You running for points? Are you doing a bit of a tour around Ontario? What are you doing?
I don't think any other track wants them.
Yeah. No, I'll
Can
be.
we ban him from Sauble?
Won't be long. Yeah, I'm running points at Sauble again. And then obviously hitting up the other tracks like Flamborough, Varney, Peterborough, and maybe Delaware too for their big races and maybe off nights. But yeah, the plan is go for a championship at Sauble. Hopefully a little bit better luck than last year, but yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, just don't count your spring rubbers before they hatch.
No, count your spring rubbers
Yeah,
before
I
you get to
gotta
tech.
do that. Learn my lesson.
Have you guys had a lap around this place? What's speaking to you here at Motorama so far?
Is it inappropriate to say the bar?
I don't think so.
That's really appealing to us right now.
Yeah, I think. Maybe
Those
we'll go
three,
get a
I
cold
was
beer
I was
after
looking
this.
at those 3 speeds, Graydon, and they're pretty tasty things. I see why you should become an ambassador for them.
A good downright average beer, just like the driver.
Well, you know what? It is. It's really cool around here, and it's. I've been coming here for, gosh, a decade now or more, and it's always cool to see, and it's nice to have that kind of middle of the off season, see everybody that you haven't seen. Like you obviously see some of them here and there, and you run into them at rules meetings or whatever's going on, banquets and such. So it's definitely cool to just get to see everybody because you typically know who you're going to see, but 6 months, 8 months without seeing people you spend all summer with, it's a cool deal, right?
Everybody crawls out of the woodwork here finally after a long winter, and winter's still showing up, so it was a hell of a drive to get here today. But folks, if you're here for the first time, make sure you give yourself plenty of time, look around, enjoy yourself. Brady, what do you like around here so far?
I actually haven't walked around too much, mostly just to go get food or drink. But from what I've seen, like it's nice coming here. I've been coming here a while too. But seeing the different atmosphere of everything, like racing, classic, JDM, whatever. It's nice seeing all the different stuff, and like Brad said, seeing people you don't see during the off season too much. You come here and reconnect basically, and it's been a good show so far, and from what I've seen, I've liked it.
Yeah, it's we're the dysfunctional family at our respective racetracks, and it's just like a whole bunch of dysfunctional families gathering under one roof. Everybody in this building, I think you can say, has some sort of an interest in automotive of some kind, whether it's racing, production cars, what have you. But
I don't think you're going to be coming here if you don't like cars.
exactly, and that's something that I think for me it means a lot, because cars are a lot more like an appliance now to a lot of people, and everybody that's here today seems to really enjoy the hobby and the lifestyle. And clearly, like Tanner, you've worked on your V8 and pretty well self-taught. Like you guys, it's part of your family, and when you're building something from the ground up and putting a nice flashy paint job on it, and there's going to be people that are coming to see it, and then there's people that have never seen a race car in your life, so you're making an impression on countless people in a weekend. So that's pretty cool. A nice stage to have, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a cool experience. I always wanted to have a car here, so I knew this is probably the only chance I'd get, so we pushed hard to get it here. And you're absolutely right. It's cool to have all the hours and time and money you put into it, to have somebody show up and appreciate it.
Yeah,
is pretty cool.
It's nice to make a car look good when you know you're not going to look good on track. That's how I feel. So
It's definitely you get pretty numb to it, because we've spent every weekend for the last 8 weeks
right
in the shop looking at it, and by the time it got loaded into the box, I think I hated the thing. And
No doubt.
I'm sure Tanner felt the same. So it's definitely cool. Like, I know from his point of view, it's always been a dream of his to have something here.
Yeah.
And obviously it kind of worked out this year, but it's definitely cool to see the joy in his face, and I get a little bit of joy because I help work on it too. Out of seeing a kid stop and take a picture, or like this morning, a kid stopped his dad and goes, "Dad, look at that! That! Look at that color!" And it's definitely a good feeling. I'm sure it warms his heart up a little bit. But before we get wrapped up, I have a question for you two, because you both have done a fair amount of driving at another track. Why do you keep coming back to Sauble? Why Sauble? Obviously, we can cheat, and you have
It's got nothing to do with the actual racing.
you don't have a choice. You got told you're coming to Sauble, but like seriously, between all the different tracks that you guys have ran, why is Sauble special? Why do you keep coming back?
I mean, as for the racing aspect of it, I don't know what it is. I guess it's just the guys that we have there, but it's super clean racing. I mean, I went and did, I don't know, 6 or 7 races probably in the bone stock there this year, and I don't think I was ever dumped, spun out, nothing. Like I think we've only ever hooked 1 bone stock all year on a tow truck. It's kind of unheard of. Other tracks, I've raced other tracks, and sometimes you just get those nights where everything's wrong, people are driving over each other and stuff, and it just never came at Sauble, which is nice. But as for the main thing that drags me back is just the people, man. Like it's that whole.
It's the atmosphere.
Everybody at the track is just, they're all tight buddies. Like nobody's better than anyone else. At the end of the day, we all put our pants on the same way, one leg at a time, and we can all get along and party and do whatever we want to do, right? So that's what brings me back.
I keep coming back because, like I said earlier, and I always say, it's like a family going to Sauble. And like Tanner said, the racing is so respectful. You never have to be worried about going to the races and having the worry that you're going to be hooking onto a tow truck at the end of the night. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's racing, but it's we never had any bad wreck last year. And it's just enjoyable to go back to a track knowing that you can get out of the car, you can shoot the shit, and have beers at the end of the night. Whether you like the guy or not, you don't hate each other. It's just a good community to be around, and I don't know.
Apologize
there's something
for
about
Brady's
the track
salty
that,
language.
Shut up. I just love that track. It just suits my driving style for some reason, and it's a haul, but it's worth going there every time.
Why are you always so slow then?
I'm not slow when I'm cheating with 2 spring rubbers.
I was gonna say, after you got caught cheating, you weren't very fast. But anyways,
I don't have to be fast I don't have to be fast to have fun there. So
That's the moral of the story. Well, I think it's safe to say for anybody who has not visited Sauble Speedway, or even if you have, we definitely hope that you come back, or if you, as I say, come visit us for the first time. We hope you get that feeling of atmosphere where it's good, respectful, classy family racing, and it's just minutes from the beach in downtown Sauble Beach too. So if you're out and about this summer, load up the family, load up the car, plan a camping trip to Sauble Falls Tent and Trailer Park, for instance.
mandatory plug.
But we are the contingent here from Sauble Speedway. Come and see us. We're at the booth right over here in front of us, or at the Stickers and Scuffs booth.
Scoofs, eh?
That's my new nickname. I'm Graydon Bunn from Stickers and Scuffs. Brady Cox, Brad Holmes, and Tanner Holmes from Sauble Speedway. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.